Oh, hello. Have a seat, will you?
I always miss the people I break up with. I need to learn to aim better with my bow.
Can I help you? My husband handles the indoor work just as well. He'd only hurt himself out here. We could always use honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work. Can I help you? Honest pay for honest work. Good day.
You got business at the stables? Been about 8 years now. I used to be a mercenary, but one trip to Ravenscar Hollow cured me of that. There's hag ravens in that cave with talons like daggers. They'll open your bowels quick as you wink if you let them get close. A creature like that'll make a man think long and hard about what he wants out of life. If you're heading up to Solitude, you should stop to check out the view on your way. It's a good one.
Another
Is this
dull,
about the
cloudy
stables?
day.
My husband Gaiman.
No, I don't always complain about the weather. Only sometimes.
We could always... Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work. Good day.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Solitude's been the capital of Skyrim as long as I can remember. Most of the High Kings of Skyrim were Jarls of Solitude first. Well, let's see what else. The Bard's College is here, and the main office of the East Empire Company. If you need it, you can get a room for a fair price at the Rinking Skeever, just inside the main gate. Until next time.
come to Solitude to join the Legion. Speak to Rika.
Positions.
Svar, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Traitor!
You should tell her.
Get on with it!
You betrayed us!
They're all heart, Villian.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric
Liar.
challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
So, you like using just one hand for your weapon? I always thought you had good wrist action. But then again, most men do.
If you're heading to
Especially
the
if
Blue
they happen
Palace,
to be
you might
single.
want to rethink that outfit.
And you might need to rethink that face before I rearrange it.
Now let us turn our conversation away from such unpleasantness.
Some gate guard you were!
Not right now.
Rogvir, why did it have to be like this? We should have drawn it out some more. He deserved a slower death.
A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me.
I still can't believe he knew what he was doing when he opened that gate.
If you ever want to replace those old rags,
Need something?
raiment.
You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you can solve.
No need to get rough.
Mind yourself in my city, friend. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight.
I'm waiting.
I've got some salmon to sell. Mind yourself with that fire. Burn anything down.
Welcome to the Winking School. Usually frequents this in, actually.
Good morning.
Can't miss her. Breton, but she's got the hair color of snow. Strange, that. But then again, Skyrim's full of strange folk these days. Welcome to the Winking School, friend. If you're looking for muscle, there's a new mercenary in town. Usually frequents this inn, actually. Can't miss her. Breton, but she's got the hair color of snow. Strange, that.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
The finest fish daily.
Yes? That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the general for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work. Good on you. Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle ready. Keep my men in your prayers. They'll need them if they don't shape up.
I can get away with anything in Skyrim.
Not my finest hour.
Cute and
Rogvir
innocent.
was a fine and
Dark's
honorable
got a
man.
kind eye. Not that I'm a bad person or anything.
No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. Stay strong. The Eight Willing will win this war.
Citizen?
Take care of yourself out there. The world's not as kind as it used to be. It's been a pleasure.
You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon can break even the strongest will. I may have accidentally let a prisoner escape, the leader of one of those bandit groups. I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down and make sure he doesn't show up to disprove that. Good. I'll have a sack of coin waiting for you when you get back. Ain't got one, but I'd fancy a chance at that Jari Ra's scrawny neck. Filthy Argonia never would have set foot in this city if High King Torrid was still alive. I can tell you that. Remember, I need that bandit dead, not alive. Yes? I'm the headsman here in Solitude. It's my job. Depends on what you mean by busy. I'm also the head jailer in the dungeon here. Quiet job, usually. Keep your head about you.
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn. I just don't know it yet.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks.
What do you think you're doing?
You have
I
committed
don't
crimes
get it.
against Skyrim and her
Men say
people.
they wouldn't mind piercing
What say
me
you
with
in
an
your
arrow,
defense?
Or stabbing me with a sword and then walk away laughing. Should I be worried?
Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go.
proper man.
After you pay the
Someone
fine,
who
of
comes
course.
But then
My, now that's some fine armor. Good old-fashioned steel.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General,
You people and your damn Jarls.
sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop
If
it.
it's arms or armor you need, see
another-
Barrand in Castle Dower. Bloody
This
good
time,
fight.
share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to.
My cousin's out fighting dragons. And what do I get? Guard duty.
Well, that's about all you're fit for.
You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon can break even the strongest will. Not much work being a jailer, long as you could ignore the pleading and all that.
La da da, la da da, la da da, la la la.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. Get away from
Yes,
me.
but don't worry. You won't be hearing from them again. Wake up! Stop daydreaming about me and which way going?
it's arms or armor you need, see Barrand in Castle Dower. Bloody good blacksmith.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. I suppose that's true. Fine. Why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. You survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive. I've got a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion. Is that confidence or bravado? Confidence I can use. Bravado gets soldiers killed. We'll soon find out. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hrogstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse. The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hrogstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in. Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General.
Not sure you belong here, citizen. Think you've got the medal, huh? Honestly, the Legion can use all the able bodies it can muster. We have our hands full. A dead king, a rebellion, and now dragons? Skyrim's a mess. If you're serious, you're in the right place. Our headquarters is in Castle Dower. Here you'll find General Tullius, commanding our forces in Skyrim. But talk to Legate Ricka. She handles the local recruiting. All right then.
Then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
Make it quick. I get enough delays from politicians.
Have you ever thought that our lives are just one big game? Like, someone is sitting there playing with us, like some adult plaything? And no, I don't mean that kind of adult. It makes you think, though.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
I really couldn't care less. I've never had any respect for you guys.
Somebody shut up!
Someday soon you will all see battle, and what you do here today may well save your lives.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome. Trouble?
Not yet, but give it time.
If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we.
Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help? You look troubled. Have you come seeking guidance? It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god. No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so. Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines. Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago. The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the Eight. Remind us of our place when we forget.
If there is one thing I don't like, it is people who think they are really tough and special and boast all the time. Also, don't you just hate those people who talk about pointless stuff that they really should keep to themselves? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
May knowledge of your divinity carry us through our daily trials. Let us walk in the steps of the divine. Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help? You look troubled. Have you come seeking guidance? Feel free to take a seat or pray at the shrines. We appreciate worship in all its forms. Speak.
I left the noise in Aelba.
Oh, no, you don't!
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Take care of yourself out there. The world's not as kind as it used to be. Don't even think about it.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
If you need potions, head over to Angeline's Aromatics.
The Emperor's cousin, Vittoria
I
Vici,
think the
is getting
Fletcher in
married.
Solitude is a bit wary of me, after what happened when I asked to try out some of his arrows. I'm usually okay with a bow, but accidents happen. I don't think he ever got over it.
I thought adventurers were supposed to look tough.
Fresh fish, straight from the fjord.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes. Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own. He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
There's been rumors of Talos worshippers leaving notes at the Temple of the Divines. I've never seen one myself, though.
What do you need?
Hello there. We haven't met, have we? I'm Fironet, although my friends call me Firo, or Netta for short. Although I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. We just met, so we're hardly friends.
I could use some
Not to mean that we won't be friends someday, or even today.
The lads would love it.
I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this. Can we start over? Oh, well met as well. I mean, well met and greetings. What I'm trying to say is, greetings and well met. Oh, sweet taffy treats, I did it again, didn't I? Well, I was kind of hoping I could. I know, you're probably thinking I've gone mad the way I fumbled through a meeting. And, truth is, I'm perfectly happy just being Netta the milkmaid.
Maybe I should start flirting a little less.
Well, my friends have all said that I have a great singing voice.
The tips are better.
I suppose they should, because that's what friends do. But after hearing it a number of times from different people, you start to think there might be something to it. So here I am. No, not yet. I talked to Viarmo, and he said that Pantia Atea would hear my audition when her schedule clears up. Oh, which is completely understandable. I imagine a master vocalist must have a very hectic schedule. I bet you're right. I don't know about demanding it, but at the very least, I should put more pressure on Pantia to see me. I guess I'm just worried that if I annoy her enough, she'll deny my admittance before I even finish my warm-up. I know. I have a tendency to overthink things, too. Safe journeys. It's funny listening to Viarmo calling everyone a fool, or trying to comb that thick hedge of hair. He seems so personable, but I'm still kind of scared to talk to him. Right now, my biggest fear is having my throat go hoarse the day Bantia calls my name. And I still haven't recovered from that bout of rust chancre. One of the bards from the college suggested chewing on Nernroot, but I wasn't sure if he was serious. Ha, I suppose it would be quite irritating. I didn't plan on singing with it in my mouth, though. True. On the one hand, all this anxiety can't be good for my health, or my skin. On the other hand, at least now I can still cling to hope. Well, I know hope's something you feed children mostly. You tell them to dream big because they can be whatever they want to be. But for them, it doesn't really mean anything. If they say they want to be a bard or a jarl, it's just another answer to a question. They might as well say they want to be an apple. Because it's real. I mean, look at this city. It's so large, so bright, and everything about it seems too impossible to exist. But it's not a dream. It's right there, in front of me. Isn't everybody? But if I had to say what frightens me, it isn't failing as a bard. I'm scared I'll wake up one morning, and there won't be a need for vocal training. I'm worried one day I won't have a reason to borrow Gerard's books. I think about all the wonderful people I've met here, and I'm scared to say goodbye. I know. Eventually, it's going to get awkward. I mean, I've already been here for more than a season. Actually, it might be awkward already. Beyrand asked me the other day what it is I do here. Blacksmiths, you know how they are. Oh no, I came here on a ship from Laneland, near Iliac Bay in Hammerfell. I didn't come alone, though. My fiancé at the time came with me. He stuck it out here in Skyrim for a few months, but eventually boarded a ship headed back home. It's my fault, really. I knew he didn't want to come to Skyrim, and it was probably the guilt that made him follow me here. It's one of those things. If I loved him, I shouldn't have asked him to leave. If he loved me, he wouldn't have asked me to stay. So in the end, I guess neither of us loved each other. But we'd already invested so much time into the relationship, and so he sacrificed everything for me.
Sometimes I think about finding myself a proper man.
Well, we didn't have a lot of gold, but my fiancé said he sold the farm so we could sail to Solitude. It was actually kind of romantic. But at some point on the way here, I caught a bad case of rust chancre. I got a rash on my arms and some swelling in my cheeks. But it was the damage to my throat that was the most depressing part. It took months before I could even speak. He got impatient. The truth was, he expected us to be back in Hammerfell before the crops were in season. I should have known he didn't sell the farm. I don't know what to say to that. We've barely met. Thank you, I guess. Just the lute. Can you imagine me on the drums? I can't. Well, the lute I have was my grandmother's. It turns out she was once a bard who studied at the college here in the city. My mother gave it to me before I left. She said she would have done it sooner, but she never realized I wanted to be a bard. I told her that made two of us. Yeah, I still feel rather clumsy with it. Sometimes I feel like it's lost all patience with my fingers. It's a cranky old thing and is quick to get out of tune. But when it's right, it can sing as beautifully as any other.
But then again, those bandits are always causing trouble.
You mean like sting? Right here? Okay. But my voice is a little hoarse from practicing. Is there anything in particular you want to hear?
I daydream about an adventurer who'll whisper.
You mean like a song that I wrote? Oh, I'm not that talented. I mean, I've written a few lyrics, and there's sort of a melody. How about I sing it, and you can give me some guidance as to whether it's good? All right, here goes. Snow falls on all the land, all the land, all the land. Snow falls on all the land, shrouded by dark wings. A child prayed unto the gods, save the land, save the land. And the god said unto the child, to Skyrim come swing.
I should really start saving up for a new dress. This one's getting
For a hero does walk the land, walk the land, walk the land. A hero does walk the land, and the dragons will flee. Flowers bloom on the land, children walk hand in hand. Sun shining on white sand, to Skyrim comes peace. Thanks. It does seem to feel more natural than some of the other songs the bards sing. Probably because I wrote it for myself. What would you like me to play?
I do love it when they try to
Laces
resist.
are too
But
tight.
come on now. Who could
I
resist
swear,
this
if one more drunk patron tries to untie
That's about the old legend, isn't it?
But hey,
I'll do my best, but to be honest, I'm not sure of all the lines. Our hero has a warrior soul.
Maybe I should join.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes
I daydream about
with
an
a
adventure
shout,
who whisked me away
wielding
from this
power of ancient Nord skills. Believe, the
Sometimes I think about finding myself a
Dragonborn
proper mate.
comes.
Someone who can keep up with me.
It's an end to the evil and all flying foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes.
I've heard whispers.
For the darkness has passed and
But then again, those bandits are always
I forgot the rest. I'm really sorry, sincerely so. I think it's like, and the legend keeps growing, something, Dragonborn comes. I'll ask Jorn next time I see him.
I wish I could just stay home and read my books all day.
Until next...
Maybe I should start flirting a little less. Some of these lads take it too seriously. But then again, the tips are better that way.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. If you're looking for muscle,
I
there's a
have
new
no
mercenary
business with you. Leave me.
Usually frequents this inn, actually. Can't miss her. Breton, but she's got the hair.
Hello, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does. Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Erica's world. Yes, my older brother, and the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's Court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop.
Can't compare to an adventurer.
Oh, if you're looking for a good attitude, go see the bards. They'll fake it for you if nothing else. If you're looking for truth instead, see Noster. He's a good example of what life has to offer. And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Yvette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone. We'll speak again later, if we must.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of
By
adventures.
blade or by spell, If you want it dead, I'll make it dead. If you change your mind, seek me out here.
Like the other girls.
The blade can be as lethal as the spell, but deadlier still is the one who wields both.
Feel free to make requests. Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace.
I really wonder what it would be like to run my own
Oh,
tavern.
no. But being surrounded by good music, good drink, and good friends is all I've ever asked for. Only in that I'm a graduate. I work here at the Winking Skeever. I would highly recommend it, though. Talk to Viarmo if you're interested. You should think about staying the night. Corpul.
Are you my gallant hero? Have you come to whisk me away to a life of adventure and romance?
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of
You
wit.
look like you could use some relief. And I just happen to know the perfect way.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Rogvir. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter. You really don't know? He lets Ulfric Stormcloak escape solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Rogvir lets him ride right back out. Most people head over to the Winking Skeever. If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip. People to see and places to go, huh? Later, then.
I'm getting on the first boat out of this accursed province. I don't know about you, but I've got to get as far away from Skyrim as possible. It was a cabin somewhere on the north bank of a White, near Riverwood. A kind old lady was living there. Or so I thought. She let me stay the night, but told me not to go into the cellar. Naturally, I got curious. Safe journey. Those witches. There was all sorts of oddities in there. I think she was a witch or a necromancer or something. In any case, I got out of that cellar and never stopped running. I know. I considered going to a face sculptor, but she refused to work with me. You can try her if you want. She lives in some hole in the ground over in Markarth.
Of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes
The name's
tedious,
Ash.
but a well-made
If it's mercenary
arrow
work you
strikes
need,
forth like
that'll
a
be
fury
200
of a
gold.
god.
Then that's business. Any questions before we venture out? Glad you asked. I deal mostly with two-handed weapons, if you couldn't already tell by my massive sword here. Might be surprising for a woman of my size, but I can wield these beasts rather well. Because I'm not hungry, and it's none of your business. I'm a mercenary, looking for work around here. Let's keep it at that. While I am skillful in combat, I haven't been a mercenary for long. I might not stay one for long either. Personal reasons, but I'm training for something.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch
Oh,
protectors.
this thing.
The Imperial.
Not exactly the most practical looking, is it?
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone. For the age of
Agreed. But there's a reason I wear these. Let's just say they're a lot tougher than they look. You might be surprised.
and restore what we own.
Fine. I do have one for you. What job do you want me to do? Is this more of a general escort or a dungeon exploration? You can definitely hold yourself in a fight. I appreciate working with people who have combat experience. There are ways to determine someone's combat experience just by looking at them. A mentor taught me. Here, I'll let you borrow some skill books. It'll make my job easier. And it's nice to be working with you.
Of the scourge that had sullied our hopes and our dream. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
I left the noise and ale behind. Now it's just me, the
Welcome
earth
to the
and
Winking
sky.
Skeever, friend.
It's been a pleasure.
Here, take a look at this. I've heard Jari Ra's hanging around the Wells district, looking for new blood to hire. I think the Bard's College might be looking for recruits. You should speak to the head of the college, Viarmo, if you're interested. Varnius Junius stopped by here on his way to court. He was worried about something. I'm sure Falk Firebeard could tell you what. People say there's a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems distressed, but he's not making any sense. Magic. You're on the wrong side of Skyrim. You want Winterhold. That college there, they teach it. Otherwise, you can try the Jarl's Wizard. I wouldn't, though. Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink. They were smaller back then. Remember the winking skeever next time you're footsore. If you need a good rumor or two, take a look.
You wouldn't tell me why not.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Huh?
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
Enough of that.
Oh! Hey!
Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows.
Let me know if
that
there's
look.
anything
You've got a
else you
story
need.
or two to tell, don't you? I bet a tavern wench will be eager to hear it.
Traitors, civil wars, dragons. Huh. Those troubles don't cross my doorway, so sit, relax.
Oh, these boots pinch something awful. But they do make my legs look so cute. Maybe I should try to be a bit more confident like the other girls.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn's
Need
come.
something? Until next time. Huh?
This what you want to hear? Murdered! Murder!
Watch it.
Legend we all know and love.
Do something. Our hero, plays a warrior's heart. Help!
Who was that?
Somebody help!
I'm staying out of this. Well, that was an unpleasant bit of business.
Oh, these laces are too tight. I swear, if one more drunk patron tries to untie them tonight... But hey, tips are tips, right? Come to taste our finest mead? Or perhaps something... sweeter?
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. If you're looking for muscle, there's a new mercenary in Usually frequents this inn, actually. Can't miss her. Breton, but she's got the hair color of snow. Strange, that. But then again, Skyrim's full of strange... folk these days.
Does he not see me? He might need some corrective spectacles if he can even see a can't miss her. Fellow.
You, my friend, need practice.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
I've heard whispers about some girls going missing. I hope it's just a rumor. But then again, those bandits are
I love taking it from behind. I mean, taking people from behind. As in sneaking up on them, of course. Sorry, I just can't keep my mouth shut.
It's funny listening to Guillermo calling everyone a fool, or trying to comb that thick hedge of hair.
I've always wanted to travel the land. Like... Must have. But I don't think I could handle all the attention.
Seems there's always more to be done.
I have no business with you. Leave me.
Oh, these boots pinch something...
Watch what you're doing!
But they do make my legs look so cute. Maybe I should try to be a bit more confident like the other girls. Run into me enough times, love, and I might start thinking it's fate.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old...
I hid here in solitude for a long time in war. War follows a man until it's done with him.
And what might you need,
You know you can afford a septim or two.
Stranger.
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes? It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us, we're very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things. I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground. What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot. Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash. Turn me in? For what? What crime's been committed? I'm just making idle talk about what would most undoubtedly be a tragic event. A tragic and very, very profitable event. It would be best if we spoke little until you've completed your task.
Viren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight. No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army. Some might call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Some might call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Hey, that isn't yours!
Welcome. Look around. We've got everything you could want in life.
If you're looking for potions, you were there for Rogvir's execution. You look like an adventurous one. I bet we're kindred spirits, you and I.
Don't even think. You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news. No. Mostly, I'm just a simple herbalist. Lami over in Mothall should be able to help you. We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
You were there for Rogvir's execution.
Don't even think about it.
Later, then.
You've brewed a truly vile poison there. I pity the beast that tastes it.
Why the Dunmer are called Dark Elves? It makes them sound really evil.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things. Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks. What? You see a man falling on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. I do miss that helmet.
Let's get going. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. Let's go.
What's my strategy? Affirmative.
I'm still here. What do you need to take? Fine. What? What? That it? What? That it? Let's get going. Good. Chat time's over.
What is it, Elf? I know you're kind, always sneaking about.
What do you need, handsome? Wandering streets is fine, but wandering hearts, much more exciting.
You're not a thief trying to rob me, right?
You know you can afford a septim or two.
Where'd you come from?
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
Get your fresh fruit and produce here.
Spiced wine. The taste.
Huh? Are we talking just now? Huh? What? Who are you? Oh, you come to steal my dragon breath mead? Well, too bad. Some fellow already did that. Oh, real clumsy drunk. Bald as a chicken egg and a face with just as much expression. A brown egg, though. Red guard with white whiskers and beggar clothes as dirty as the wrong end of a hooker. Drank it all, he did. You see that thief? You tell him he's a bad sneak, and his breath smells like a troll scratch. Also, mead. It does? Oh, dear. I'd better do something about that then. Chewing on dragon's tongue usually does the trick. At least that's what my personal alchemist used to tell me. Was the fire that burned up the stink. But I had to get rid of him so I could buy more mead. I didn't get wealthy by wasting my fortune on luxuries. Here's your mistake. What with the state of my tunic, and the fact that I sleep on the street. Sure, I could shop at Radiant Raymond. Maybe buy that house. What's it called? Proudspire Manor. But that would exhaust a tenth of my fortune. I mean, what's it going for? 5 gold pieces? 7, maybe? Then you got to furnish it, too. It'd be a bit foolish to squander my fortune on something I don't need.
Keep the cold at bay with
Well, I got 3 bottles of liquor on me, and about 40 or so gold pieces. Enough to buy the Blue Palace, I reckon, and the Imperial Army. I'd probably get them to throw a few of those elves in there, too, just to sweeten the deal. Not that I do it. You can't drink an elf.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
And who wants to be that? I'm pale enough as it is. Need to get more sun. I heard it helps if you spread dwarven oil on your skin. Sounds expensive. Also, where am I going to find a dwarf? Until next time.
I'd like to think that one day I could trust you.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
Huh?
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
New in town, right? If you need a place to sleep, head over to the Weeking's Fever. You'll find in.
If you need potions, head over to Angeline's Aromatics.
Fruits, fresh off the boats. The freshest in Skyrim.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
Apples, tomatoes, leeks, and cabbages. Fresh and ripe.
This shop.
Threat eliminated. You're wide open.
You wouldn't believe the things I heard behind the bar back in the day.
Have you ever tried bareback? I didn't like it. It started to make me a little sore after a while. What's with the funny face? I was talking about horse riding.
Hmm? Need some.
Show me what you've got.